Lionel Messi has agreed to join Paris Saint-Germain on a 2-year deal with the option for an extra to extend. He could be at the club until the age of 37 years of age. According to reports from the likes of Fabrizio Romano, it's only been Paris Saint-Germain that have made genuine official inquiries to try and sign the Argentinian superstar. Of course, regarded as one of the best two football players to ever play the game. As it stands right now, he will be a Paris Saint-Germain player next season. No way back for Barcelona. Lionel Messi to join the likes of Donnarumma and Sergio Ramos in Paris next season. Smash that like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the Football Terrace. Here we go. Welcome back to the Terrace, ladies and gentlemen. Lionel Messi has agreed, according to reports from exceedingly highly regarded Tier 1 journalist Mohamed Basfari this evening, and he states that Lionel Messi has chosen to join PSG, 2 years plus one option for the contract. The club is looking to wrap this deal up over the course of the weekend, and is set to meet with Jorge Messi in the next few hours to tie things. But Lionel Messi has agreed to join Paris Saint-Germain. Financial fair play checks still need to be undergone. Paris Saint-Germain are very, very confident that they are going to close this deal off. That is from Mohamed Basfari. I think that's how you pronounce it this way. That's how you pronounce it.
Mohamed Bohafsi.
Bahafsi. I keep saying Basfari. Sorry, Bahafsi has confirmed this news in the past hour across social media that Messi has agreed to join. There are still a few details before the deal is going to be announced that need to be overcome, that need to be completed. But he has agreed to join. That is the gargantuan news. The rest now feels very much like a formality. Feels like a formality. And interestingly, there's fallout from this also, because Sergio Aguero wants to leave Barcelona. Reports coming out of the Camp Nou, coming out of Catalonia, coming out of Barcelona. His lawyers are reviewing the terms of the contract signed a few weeks ago. They are trying to get Sergio Aguero out of Barcelona. The turmoil continues for this they are a fallen giant right now. I don't think that can be denied. I want your thoughts. I want your feelings. Make sure you hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the Football Terrace. We're here for you. We're going to share the link now for you to phone up and for you to have your say, because this is for football fans. What is going on in the world of madness? In the world of madness right now, we need to know what is going on. Beans plays here, says PSG have turned Ligue 1 into an absolute joke. Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe combined will earn more than Lille's entire player and wage staff bill. Hope they never win the Champions League. Disgusted as a Lille fan is what Ben Plays has got to say here. I understand the frustration from people. I do understand the frustration. Poch should be winning the domestic cups plus Champions League with that squad. No excuses. I mean, we've got the poll out now asking whether or not you think Mauricio Pochettino should be expected to win the Champions League this season. 84% of you. That's a huge amount of people. It's a landslide. Think yes. We're running that poll on our Twitter account as well. We've also added another option of in the next 2 seasons. The pressure, I mean, listen, Poch is going to be excited tonight. He's going to be absolutely excited tonight. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. Going to be very, very excited. But the agreement is in. The agreement is done from Lionel Messi. His father is now tying up the loose ends with this deal. Basically crossing I's and totting T's. we can almost feel Fabrizio Romano with a he's already got the draft. The draft is there. He's looking to send it. He doesn't want to say it's done, then it falls apart at the 11th hour. The only way I can see this being saved now is if La Liga have a change of heart. If La Liga have a change of heart, then maybe, just maybe, something can change. But I mean, Lionel Messi hasn't taken much convincing, has he? And the only reason he must have taken not much convincing is because this whole thing, this theory about it being a play, I just don't see how it can be with a decision being made this fast. I mean, this is quick. Honest to God. Like, this is Jim from American Pie quick. Now, you kids probably haven't seen American Pie. That's what I thought America was like. And then I went there and I realized it's exactly like that. Every part of America, exactly like American Pie. Honestly, everyone's good looking. It's not true. It really ain't true. Jesus Christ. I remember I was in Miami and I thought the beach was going to be like Baywatch. No, it wasn't. What a lie. Didn't look like that at all. There was no Hasselhoffs. There was no Pamela Andersons. My word. Honestly. It looked worse. Honestly, Brighton Beach is better. That's all I'm going to say. The beach is not as in like the sand was lovely. The water was nice. I'm just talking about it wasn't like Baywatch. Anyway, I digress hugely here today. I have seen that movie. If you haven't seen American Pie, you are missing out on culture. It's a culture. It will change your thought of the world. I don't know if they can make it anymore. But anyway, Smith here says, Terry, what does this mean for Paul Pogba? Surely they can't afford his wages on top of Messi. It's a really good point. Fabrizio Romano thinks he'll stay. Mohamed, I'm going to get his name right again here. I'm terrible. I'm going to say it right. How is it?
Mohamed Bouafsi.
Bouafsi, right? Mohamed Bouafsi has said that he thinks Paul Pogba will still push for the move. Now, with Lionel Messi going there, if they can afford Paul Pogba's salary, with the turmoil finances in La Liga, I think he could be tempted. But if Paris Saint-Germain can't afford him, he stays. And now this could be the best thing for Man United. It depends what camp you're in. Remember, he's happy at Man United. He isn't forcing the move. He isn't training badly. Let's see. A lot of people asking where this news has come from. Well, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I never say things on here that are either not from a journalist, not from a publication, or not from my tier one sources, i.e. a bit of Pete, a little bit of Dino, a little bit of Sasha in my life, right? Mambo number 5, another great song. I'm going back. I'm showing my age now, right? That song was marvelous. I love that song. I'm not going to sing it, but it was great. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a great song. I love it, right? But the point I'm making is this has come from bona fide sources. I spoke to one this afternoon who just said the deal's done. He said, go make of what you will. I didn't go that far, though. I learned my lesson from last time. I was like, I'm going to hold back a little bit. I'm going to hold back just a little bit. But look, it's crossing that line very soon. We're going to get a here we go any moment now, it feels. We don't need here we goes anymore. We need there you goes. I'm just saying there's a new tier 1 in town for Fabrizio. Trust me, in 2 years' time, it's me that's going to be getting the dick pics in the DMs, not you, brother. Terry, have you seen Superbad? Is again an amazing film that just could not be made in this era. There's no way youngsters could handle it. They'd be like, oh, it's so offensive. Ooh. They couldn't handle it. I'm so lucky to be my age that I've got this shield up where when you know something's a joke, it almost doesn't matter what's said because it's a joke. We're not in that era anymore. Honestly, wait till the next era comes through. My God, it's going to be even worse. Comedy is dead. That's all I'm going to say on that tonight. Something make me laugh. Is this news official? Yes. Yes, this is coming from one of the most credible source, probably the most credible source from France, who has said Lionel Messi has chosen to join PSG. Read the title. Agrees to join PSG. Still got to be finalized. They've got to speak to his father. They've got to get FFP sign-offs. But PSG and Lionel Messi himself, the man, the guy, has agreed to join. We're going to give a bit of a Man United update later on in the show, but smash that like and share button. I'm going to bring some of the panelists in now. We've got the gorgeous, the wonderful, sumptuous Neeks backstage, and of course the brilliant Jess as well that are going to be coming on to having their say. We've got, who else is backstage there? We've got Messi Bad for Business. I think that's Ray. We've got CFC for Life. We've got Abdul. We've got King Kai. We've got Bobby. Oh, bits and bobs there doing his thing. Not the bits and bobs, different bits and bobs. We're going to get them all on to have their say with us very, very soon. We want to get this stream past 1,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you've answered the poll as well. What are the expectations of Maurizio Pochettino going forth into this season? I want to know what you feel. The Twitter poll that's out, 86% say yes, he must win the Champions League this season. That pressure is going to mount on him. Is he going to become a born winner? Well, not a born winner. Is he going to develop into a winner? Is he going to go from tadpole to frog? Or is he going to be Spursy? Can you imagine? If he doesn't win the Champions League, he's got to come close, right? Or look good losing. If Lille retain their title, imagine he doesn't win Ligue 1. Imagine he doesn't win the Uber Eats League. The Uber Eats League doesn't even sound good. Doesn't even sound good. You know, look when it was the Carling Premier League, Barclays Premier League. It sounded sexy. It's like, oh yeah, prestigious. Do you know what I mean? 347-year-old bank. You know, older than America. You know what I'm saying? Sponsoring the Prem. Uber fucking Eats, bruv. If he don't win the league, I'm coming for you, Poch. And all the Pochophiles, you are in trouble. You are in big trouble. I literally, every single one of those Man United fans that said he would win the league with that squad, I screenshotted it. I screenshotted that stuff 6 months ago, sitting on my hard drive, bruv. Sitting on my hard drive, backup hard drive, tucked away in the safe. I got that. I got the receipts. I'm not really coming for you. I didn't screenshot anything. I literally don't care. But I will come for you still and have a laugh. He has to win the league by at least 15 to 20 points. Has to win every single domestic trophy. He already lost one. And he has to at least get to the Champions League final and look good losing. Otherwise, he must retire from football. Point blank. This team, this squad, compared to everyone else in Europe, is stacked. Messi, Donnarumma. That guy's huge as well, by the way. Ramos, Verratti. I almost hope he gets Pogba just to pile more pressure on him because it's going to be fun to watch the excuses cut. Can you imagine? Spursy. Oh, it'll be amazing. Listen, I'm bringing on my guys now. Neeks is here. Say, guys, Jess is here with me. How are we doing? Wonderful, wonderful people. Will you eat, Jess? What are you eating? What are you doing? Look at that. Just what are you eating? Is it nice? What is it? Let us know.
It's nothing fancy, but you were doing so much talking. I thought you were going to continue, so
that's
I thought I had some more minutes.
Yes, that's why I'm the gorgeous one and you're just Jess.
I'm just here.
And Jess,
I'm just here.
You're the gorgeous one, and you know the only thing Jess has got on you, her beard is a little bit better. But listen, Neeks, he's agreed to join according to who I think is the most credible person in France. He's agreed to join. They're tying up the loose ends now. Give me your thoughts on this, mate.
Don't believe it, mate. I do not believe it until Messi is holding up that shirt. I do not believe it. This is literally unbelievable. I cannot believe it until it's actually happened. So listen, call me ostrich, sticking my head in the sand. Is that what was it Warnock? No, Pearson, Nigel Pearson, wasn't it? Who called a journalist something about ostrich one time. Terrible press conference. But yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, call me naive, call me whatever you want. I mean, I don't really care. Until he's holding out that PSG shirt, I do not believe it. And the reason why I say it is because when I listened to the interview of Laporta and the way he's just read it, rather, I don't know if it was in a different language, but in English, I read it. And he's talking about La Liga. Messi wants to stay. We agreed. Messi wants to stay. He doesn't want to leave. Now, between Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Messi's camp, they are obviously against La Liga's rules when it comes to the salary caps, etc. So I have no reason to not believe they would do everything in their power to get La Liga to relax it. And that goes as far as Messi is leaving and he's going PSG. Because as someone said on your last show earlier today, Messi leaving La Liga, yeah, it's massive for Barcelona. But it's probably worse for La Liga as a whole. Because at least Barcelona still has a name and prestige. La Liga's lost Ronaldo. They're going to lose Messi. And the other teams in the league aren't anything ready to write home about. So the question is, can La Liga afford to lose Lionel Messi? If the answer is yes, then cool. He'll join PSG. But if the answer is no, Are they going to go through with what they're trying to push through at the risk of losing Messi? And I said, until he's holding that PSG shirt, I'm not believing it. But, you know.
I do hear you on that, but I have some breaking news that's away from this. I have some breaking news. And I'm just trying to verify where this was said before I post it. But there's a fairly big Italian publication here. And I'm terrible at being able to pronounce it. It's spelled, I think it's Corriere de Sara or something like this. I don't know I don't know how to pronounce it. My dyslexia is kicking in. But they've got their Twitter account's got 2.9 million followers verified, right? So a lot of people like them. This has been reported in the last 20 minutes. In the days after Inter Milan won the league, and now they go on to name, they say Stephen Zhang, who I think is the one of the investors, told Marotta, Antonello, and the other board members that the plan is to sell any and all players where acceptable offers were received, and nobody at Inter Milan this summer is untouchable and no cap. Now, this has come out now. If this report is true, I need so many apologies. I need, honest to God, I'm talking about get on your knees and suck my balls level apologies here. Legit, right? If it's true. If it isn't, then we just go, I ain't apologizing. I'm just saying, right, there's a reason that Arsenal, I said it earlier on today, have not just walked away from the Lautaro Martinez situation. There's a reason that clubs stay interested, because they are being encouraged. The likes of Dean Jones and Peter O'Rourke do not come onto this channel to lie to you. If you ask them a question that they don't know about things, they would say, no idea, isn't happening, heard nothing. Lautaro Martinez to Arsenal is still on and is still in their hands, according to this report. Now, a lot of people going, what the F? I'm just saying, don't call me a liar. This channel doesn't make shit up ever. It's the last time I'm going to be annoyed on today's show. Jess, Lionel Messi to PSG. Give me your thoughts, please.
I don't know. I was feeling like Neeks before, like, no, there's no way. It's just a stunt to try to like get their way or whatever. But now I'm starting to waver. I'm like, wow, like it looks more concrete. But I mean, we know some journalists have connections with certain people, so maybe they're putting out things to force, but it feels legit, doesn't it? So it's interesting. I think the Messi part is interesting, but it's also, I think, will have implications on other deals and other situations, like even maybe like Mbappe. Like, is he going to want to stay at PSG longer if Messi is going to come in and obviously be the guy? So this is interesting. This came out of nowhere, didn't it?
I was talking to a PSG fan earlier, one of my ex-colleagues, and he says he thinks this is going to make Mbappe stay, which he's actually fuming about. He's saying that basically that idiot Mbappe, who now he's only going to stay because Messi's joining. Basically, obviously, doesn't want to really stay at PSG. But
can they afford all those wages? Can they actually afford all of those wages then? Yeah.
Well, who knows what FFP is right now? No one has a clue.
We don't, but PSG have got around FFP before. All it takes is a cousin or a friend or a brother of the owners and this is how they got around this. How, I'm not trying to sound condescending here. You know how they signed Neymar, right? So they didn't buy Neymar, Jess. Qatar, the country, made Neymar an ambassador for like tourism, and it just coincidentally, his fee for doing that was his buyout clause at Barca. So they paid the money to Neymar. Neymar bought out his own contract and essentially joined PSG for free. Now, it wasn't as basic at that. It was far more complex at a finance level, but that's essentially what they did. It's like I was saying the other day. If a sponsor comes in now and wants Man United to sign Messi, it's doable. They just agreed to pay Man United 500 grand a week, but every single penny of that goes straight to Lionel Messi's salary. There's ways you can work.
And this is the thing with PSG. All they'll do is they'll get a new sponsorship deal, which will increase in value because they've signed Messi, and the amount that it increases will allow them to fit inside the FFP regulations with their increase in wages. Like, yeah, they're not going to do it and then can't play in the Champions League. They're definitely not going to do that. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
It really is. It really is.
I want to say because obviously we know there's a lot of talk about Barca and their finances, and where obviously they need to get in order. But the thing that I don't think a lot of people are even understanding is that them losing Messi, regardless of him being on 1.3 million a week, is actually worse for them. It's actually worse for them than keeping him, because you're not gonna have to pay him 1.3 million a week. But I was watching a podcast with David Ornstein and someone from Spain, and basically Messi, the amount of commercial revenue that Messi brings in pays for himself and then some. So by losing Messi, you lose the cost of him, yes, but you also lose the revenue associated to him. So you're either stuck in the exact same situation, whether you have him or not, or a worse one, because the revenue that he brought in was higher than the cost that it cost to keep him. When in reality, the issues at Barca are Griezmann, Frankie de Jong, Dembele, Coutinho, those people who the wages are going out and they're bringing absolutely nothing to the club, whether it be off the field or on the field. Those are the players they need to get rid of, as opposed to Messi.
Yeah, it's the thing with it is, they're on the contract though, and no one's. Yeah. Someone put a tweet out earlier moaning about, I can't remember whose tweet it was, moaning that Man United haven't resolved their goalkeeper situation. United are undecided whether Dean Henderson is good enough or not yet. United were trying to sign David De Gea this summer, but nobody's willing to pay him 350 grand a week, and he isn't willing to take a pay cut. It's impossible to make a sale in that circumstance. Griezmann, everybody thought the Griezmann-Sal Niguez swap was going to happen quickly. Atletico Madrid, like Griezmann just said, well, I want being paid the same. Ati are like, we ain't giving you 700 grand a week. So the deal doesn't happen. Comment here, I've got to do some super chats. Imagine the scenes if PSG play Barca next season and Ramos heads in and Messi corner for the winner. Half of Barca's fan base are going to have a heart attack. I mean, that actually would be funny. That'd be hilarious. Do you know what I mean?
But how bad is that league now? Like, how poor is that league without Messi, without Ronaldo? Like, who's watching that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's looking bad for them over there, but I wasn't really watching it all, that much anyway. But now, who are you watching?
Nobody's been watching it. That's why it's getting bankrupt. That's why it's running out of money. No one's watching.
It's even worse now. I mean,
and this new company that's invested, I guarantee you, in 18 months they're going to go bankrupt, like Setanta Sports did here in the UK when they tried to take on Sky. I guarantee you they go bankrupt because they're like, why is no one buying it? Because it's shit, bruv. Like, there's good football in it, but the league is shit.
And the thing is, I think unless Mbappe and or Haaland join within the next year in terms of joining one of the La Liga clubs, where is that excitement going to come from? Who's it going to come from? No one's interested in Gareth Bale. No one's interested in Eden Hazard. Like, one of those clubs have to win the Champions League to have any kind of, okay, maybe these players are worth watching. That nobody's going to willingly watch La Liga next year with no Lionel Messi there. I'll say nobody. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but next to nobody when you're comparing to the viewing figures of like the Premier League and what you're now going to see in Liga. Don't get it wrong, Liga is a farmers league, but there's going to be a lot of people watching, a lot of seeds being sown and crop being, I don't know, bore or whatever they do on a farm. I don't know, but no one's going to be watching.
I totally get it. I really do. It's a comment, and when I say crap, I don't mean quality of football. People always twist quality of football and entertainment. Do you know the irony in it? The people that say football's about entertainment are the same people that say La Liga is better than the Prem. It's like literally the hypocrisy or the stupidity in not understanding your own denseness within those two comments is absolutely spellbinding. The Premier League gets more viewers because it's more entertaining. Thus, it's better. Do you know what I mean? I don't care if TV show A has better actors than TV show B. If TV show A is more enthralling, more nail biting, more edge of the seat, it's better. It doesn't matter that none of their actors were trained at the Royal Shakespeare fucking Academy. Man like Ads here says, big up to you, my bro. # comedy is dead. It is. We had another super chat earlier, and I can't see who it was from. It's like blocked out. I'm very sorry, but it says Terry Mbappe to Madrid, Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo to Pierre. Can you imagine? Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that in the same team as each other. A gal would go, I told you it happens. He'd love it, bro. He'd love it. He really, really would. I do feel sorry for the one casualty. Imagine all these. I want to know which guy it is. I said it earlier. Who celebrates? Yeah, Messi's coming, and it's like, Angel, can you come to the office, please? Or do you know what I mean? Can you see the best one? Neymar, can you come to the office, please? Yeah, I know you've just signed a new deal, but we're selling you. I can't wait. I want to see that guy's face. That for me is gold. Gary Turner here says, seriously, Terry, the best entertainment was last night watching the fully grown men in Barca shirts having breakdowns, crying like little girls. Do you know what's crazy about it, right? I know there's passion, but for a player leaving, that is too much. Like, he didn't die, straight up. Equally, like, when Berry went out of business, like, then you cry, like, your club's gone. Like, it legitimately, if this all goes wrong, can you imagine if they went out of business? I don't even know why I celebrate that. I don't know. They hurt me twice in Champions League finals. I am being bitter.
You know the thing is, I don't feel sorry for Barcelona, and I'm not even just talking about in terms of the way that the club's been run, because obviously it's not the fans' fault. When I say Barcelona, I'm talking about the institution rather than the fans and even the players to an extent. But literally tomorrow, if they tomorrow, right now, if they call La Liga office or send them an email and said, all right, we accept this new investment deal that you've got on the table, then they could sign Messi within the next hour. They could sign him on a new contract. That's literally what this is hanging on. La Liga saying, we need this new investment, and if you do it, we'll say you have enough money to pass our wage structure. If you don't, then you can't register anyone. Not just Messi. You can't register Aguero. You can't register Memphis. Like, Gini Wijnaldum, he saw this, and he said, if I want to play with Messi, I got to go PSG. So he cut that Barca deal early and went to PSG. Barca can fix this by themselves by picking up the phone to La Liga and saying, all right, we'll do it. But so if they lose them, it's their own fault.
And I agree. I'm hearing reports that Pep Guardiola defended Jack Grealish by saying it was only £40 million net spend. Net spend isn't real, Pep. I know you know that, Pep. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, net spend is not real. Like, it legitimately isn't. But it's how everyone gets out of it. I saw, like, was it Trevor Francis using it? And do you know where net spend comes in? I'll tell you why football fans want to hold on to the myth that net spend is real. It's in this exact scenario when you spend big, but there's a way of spinning it that you didn't. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how do we, Liverpool fans did it with the whole like, yeah, we only bought Van Dijk because we sold Coutinho. You spent 6 months trying to convince Coutinho to stay after failing to sign Van Dijk in the summer. You were trying to keep one and buy the other guy. Oh yeah, but we ignore the facts and we'll just spin the narrative. It's cool. Net spend is not real. Get over it, people. Casey here says you lost to a 7th place team. Spanish teams are almost double European trophies of the Premier League. Post 1992, Real and Barca are the 2 biggest fan bases in the world. Every league goes through rebuilds. It's normal. Okay. Barcelona and Real Madrid, generally speaking, are amazing, gargantuan brilliance. The most decorated nation in the Champions League, brilliant. We are not arguing about individual clubs being amazing. We're not even arguing about the quality of football. We're talking about the league. La Liga isn't as compelling as the Premier League. And we know this because the viewing figures between the Premier League internationally and La Liga internationally are massive. We also have seen that over the last 10 years, there's been a steady decline year on year in domestic viewers, both attending games and watching it on their own television. So even the Spanish public are turning off from La Liga. Yes, those 2 giant clubs are great, but that 2-horse race has killed the league. What's great about the Prem is that there's always multiple races going on. We have entertainment, thus the best league. I've never said best technically, and I never said we have all the best teams at all the same times, my brother. I love the super chat, thank you, but I never said it was about technical teams or trophies. I said most enthralling, most entertaining. That for me is undeniable. ESPN regretting paying $1.4 billion for the new La Liga television rights right about now. Listen, ESPN regret, they employ Craig Burley, bruv. So they regret loads, my brother. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
that's Jess's people, isn't it? ESPN.
Yeah, sorry, Jess. Do you what's the, you have to consume English football and European football, but like through an American lens. That must be awful.
No comment. What the fuck is this? What is this question?
This is winding you up. Let's add some more people to the call now. We're going to add man like, I'm looking forward to speak to this guy. I spoke to him a while. Man like Rack is here. What are you saying, bro? Give me your thoughts.
Hey guys. Yeah, Messi, man. When this first came out yesterday, I thought it was a power play. And it seemed like that with all this, this CV capital partner stuff coming in.
Sorry, I lent on my sound effects board by accident. Sorry.
I was like, but yeah, it seems like it's going to happen, and it's a shame. It's a shame for Barcelona because he's their greatest ever player. For me, the greatest player in football history. Genius.
Not having that. Not having it. It's Cristiano. Not having that being said on. No, I'm joking. There's no echo chambers here. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Yeah, look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. For me, he's the greatest. But look, either way, he's a top player, and it was quite funny watching Barcelona fans cry. To be fair, yesterday. Don't get me wrong. That Schadenfreude of watching people's enjoying people's misery is quite funny. But yeah,
when it's trivial, like football, it's funny. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, PSG, they got to win the Champions League with that team.
Well, that's the most important thing for us to start moving on, talking about now. What now are the expectations? This isn't like an average team that's just gained an aging Messi. This is the team that everybody was tipping to win it anyway, and now they've gone and added the second greatest player in the history of football to their squad.
And look, like aging Messi, I think still got 34, 38 goals last season in all competitions. So he's not, he's aging, but his drop off is still way above, the vast majority of players' peaks. Yeah, it's. I mean, the French league is going to be a bit dull, I can imagine. With that it is like almost like the Harlem Globetrotters of football there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see in the Champions League because they're gonna. That's the difficulty is going to be getting up for and changing their and stepping up in the Champions League because they're going to obviously come up against tough opposition there. But we've saved that for a number of years. So
absolutely, mate. Listen, Rack, top man, thanks for coming on.
Take care, bro.
Cheers, mate. Speak to you soon. Thank you. There's a comment here from Jonathan Sinclair that says, "Will Messi going to PSG help clubs in France due to viewing figures?" 100%. Yeah, I mean, I'll get more views, but the problem is the TV deals are done in 2 to 3 year blocks, and it depends on when it ends because they're also not stupid. The TV companies say there's 2 years remaining. They're not necessarily going to increase the offer because the viewing figures are up during Messi's time. Because then when Messi leaves in 2 or 3 years, it may drop. So I don't see it actually doing that. JP here says best transfer window in history. PSG getting Donnarumma for free, Ramos and Wijnaldum for free, Hakimi, now Messi. I mean, in terms of the players they bought in, Jess, I mean, it's a fantastic summer for PSG, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they needed something. It's not like the players that they have already are not really good, but they need to shake things up. I guess, you bring in Hakimi, bring in Gini Wijnaldum, Ramos, Donnarumma, all these good players, and then potentially Messi. You would expect them to be able to win the Champions League and do this and that. But I also just have questions about Pochettino and his ability to galvanize a group of stars. He seems to already have issues with the players that are there. Is he going to be able to get them to buy into this team mentality? I've noticed that there was, some talk about Neymar and his fitness, going back into the season starts for them like now, doesn't it? And he's really out of shape. He looks really, really out of shape. So lots of stars, a lot of star quality. Can Pochettino put them together and get them to play in the way that he wants? Can he gain their respect? Not sure, but still with what they have, they should be able to do something. But does this mean that Grealish and co. don't have to win the Champions League? Are they exempt now?
No, not in my book. Listen, for me, Pep and Poch must win the Champions League next year. I don't care.
Okay.
And whoever doesn't win it, then I'm coming for you. Like your job is to win the Champions League. PSG have been trying forever. You get Messi, Hakimi, You've already got Neymar and Mbappe. You get Ramos. Oh, come on. You have to win it. And Pep, you got to the final. You spent £100 million on a player. You clearly must think he's worth £100 million. You got to win the Champions League. So I don't care. Someone's getting it next year because both of them can't win it. And they better hope that it's not them that I'm talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier. They have to. Again, they both can't win it, but the expectation is for them to do it. And you're absolutely right, Jess. You suddenly can't just say, "Oh, City have got a free pass now to not have to, turn around and do this." And I'm not too sure where the net spend of the 40 million is coming from anyway. Is that because they've sold players this summer?
Yeah, he said it. No, he said they sold players, I think, last year. But I'm like, you also bought players last year anyway. So even if you wanted to use, I don't know what he's talking about, man.
Like, do you know what when it comes down to football? I said it before. I spend all summer like talking about the PR and the nonsense, but fans need the PR because at the end of the day, when it suits their the weirdest thing this is the weirdest thing with football fans. The Marzia report last night proves that football fans should shut their mouths about how much their club spend. You know why? Roman Abramovich wants to break the record and be the guy that spent the most amount of money. The words of DiMaggio were, it arouses him, right? So these owners want to spend big. And then all you see is the clubs and the pundits and the ex-players and the fans scuttling around. And Man United fans do it as well. And it's so embarrassing, arguing about net spend. And they fight over something that, one, their owners don't give a shit about. And secondly, isn't real. Honestly, it's like watching grown men argue about EastEnders or WWE. It ain't real. Too fairy shit, bruv. Imagine it. Like, honestly, it's a madness here. Time for the era of M&M. PSG should be favourites of the Champions League. What are your thoughts on Messi's legacy if he delivers their first Champions League? That's a great question. What do you think it does for Messi's legacy, Jess, if he wins a Champions League outside of Spain and with Paris Saint-Germain?
I mean, I think it just solidifies that. I mean, most of us, except for maybe Manchester United fans, some of y'all think, he's the greatest of all time, right? But some people still kind of say, like, but can he do it outside of Barcelona and the teams that he's been in? And so if he can do it at PSG and a team that's been struggling over the last couple of years to win the Champions League, got really close, but not close enough. I do think that would just really just put it out of reach for anybody else. I mean, that's GOAT status, isn't it? So I still need to see him in the shirt, though, you guys. I really am still like, I just can't believe it. I can't see it. But if he were to do that, I mean, there's no questions anymore, is it? I mean, there really isn't.
Oh,
I mean,
there is. There's Ronaldo. There's still Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's won it with 2 clubs already. He been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
Okay. But all right. But that's you guys, though. That's you guys.
I look at it the other way, though. I think what it does, it ends the debate as a draw because there was the international tournament that he never won, and it was doing it in another country. If he does both those things, you're just left with preference, and you can never win a preference debate. Preference debates are impossible to win. Like, I need to say really embarrassing. I'm not going to say like preference debates preference debates are what they are. Sorry, mate. 1 sec. Barcelona fan here says the Prem is more entertaining because teams are too inconsistent. Consistency is boring, but let's be honest, it's becoming a one-horse race if Man City wins it again. Maybe it will, and we have to watch how that transpires and moves forward. And you are right, consistency is boring. And I'm glad you've said that. I respect Pep Guardiola's style of football, and I respect how good Barca were when they beat us twice in 2 to 3 years in Champions League finals. But I never enjoyed watching their games. I could see the quality of the football. But Barca used to go 1-2 up, and the team wouldn't be able to touch the ball. As a spectator, that's boring. And a lot of people have said this. A lot of the system-based managers, games can be quite boring. Where there's a little bit more freedom, a little bit more end-to-end, it's more enthralling. And I think we need to be very mindful of that as football fans. There's no doubt. Sorry, you were going to say something, Nix?
Yeah, I was going to say the debate ends if you believe that Messi or Ronaldo are the greatest of all time. I mean, my GOAT has 3 goals in 2 World Cup finals, and Messi and Ronaldo between them hasn't even scored in a knockout round. So the debate goes on. The debate goes on.
I do hear you on that. Here's some news that just come out here that I want to read out. This is from a top source from Sky Italy, who has said that Chelsea are close to signing Lukaku. The deal will be 115 million euros plus bonuses if it's cash only, no players. He also says PSG close to signing Lionel Messi. 35 million euros per season will be his salary. Interestingly, what I will say about PSG is none of these free transfers are free transfers. They will all be getting hefty signing on fees, which is par for the course. Will PSG now win the Champions League? We've kind of gone through that already, and most of us think they should. They should be demanded to. PSG are going to have a wage bill 2.5 times higher, 2.5 times higher the size of Man City's. Yeah, it's huge. It's gargantuan what they're paying out there right now. So, but there's still a huge expectation on Man City. Tahir says Man United have to win it as well. You bought Sancho and Varane. Don't think United won't get the same treatment. In terms of money spent, I'm not going to argue with you. But are you saying Ollie's as good as Poch and Pep? If you want
that.
Hang on. No. Hang on a minute. You have to say that's fair, right? Like, if everyone spends £1 billion each, but one team's got Pep and one team's got Ollie, surely you still make Pep's team favourites, right?
But you don't rate Pochettino, do you?
I do rate him. That isn't why I'm having a pop at him. My thing with Poch is people said he would have walked the league with the Man United squad last season, which I think is an outrageous statement considering he didn't walk his own league with a better squad. That's
you
all.
Called him the bottler, though.
On top of that, well, he has bottled it. He has bottled it.
Yes.
But on top of that, what are you spending it on top of? Man City are Premier League champions and Champions League runners-up. The next step from that is to win the Champions League. PSG got to the Champions League final in 2020. Yeah. Champions League semi-final in 2021. You spend that money or you get those players, you have to win the Champions League. We got knocked out of the Champions League group stage last year. To say we must go from that because we bought Varane and Sancho and win the Champions League. I mean, I hope it happens, but no, let's be real.
Still just waiting on one of you guys to say at least the league with chest. At least one of you. Not one of you guys have said it. Not one.
If Arsenal finish top 4, we win the league.
You know why, Jeff? We haven't said it because we've got a brain. Even if we all sat here and agreed that Man United's squad was pound for pound as good as all the other challengers, we then go down to who's our manager. We don't have a manager as good as Tuchel, Klopp, or Pep, even if our squads are as good. So we can't be considered favourites based on that, can we? It's impossible.
You guys were second, though, weren't you?
But then we were okay. I'm fine. Hang on, whoa, stop, Jess. That's fine. But the same people saying we should now be winning it said it was a false second because everybody else had a bad season. So what is it? Were we really the second best team in England last year? If you want us to openly admit that, then yes, then I'm fine to accept that. But come on, we're getting crazy here. Tahir says, Terry, I got to stop you here. EastEnders is much better than WWE. Centurion says, Neek, stop saying things you don't know. We sold £50 million of players this summer. If United don't win the Champions League or league after spending 150 million, it is a failure. Well, do you know what's mad about this? 19 teams are failing this summer then by this logic. Do you know what I mean? 19 teams are failing. It's going to be done. We're going to listen. It's all a bit of banter. It's all a little bit of fun here. But if you want to make Man United the favourites, I need you to all come on here now and say we've got the best squad and the best manager. I'm more than happy to accept that praise from you all. There we go. I bet none of you do it. Next on the show, man like Abs is here. Abs is a Chelsea fan. What you saying, mate?
All right. So obviously it's it's a sad day for Barcelona, isn't it?
You got a light or something, please.
It's a sad day for Barcelona. That's why his lights off.
Where are you? It's very pretty where you are. Are you in the living room?
No, I'm on holiday right now.
Oh, nice. Where are you? Because that looks nice. Where are you?
Sweden.
Oh, nice. Cool. Sweden. That's nice. Love it. Anyway, go on, carry on, man. Make your point.
This guy, man. No, but you see what it is. So obviously, I'm just gassed up Barca in the mud. They're cheating. There's certain things I want to say, but obviously I can't say them for obvious reasons. But yeah, we know what they did. Jess knows what they did when they didn't rob you in 2006, and when they robbed us in 2009. Iniesta, that balding Malteser, that Oompa Loompa. And so, obviously, what it is with Messi, right, is I think this is actually a bad move for someone I really, really like, Neymar, because the criticism on Neymar the last few years has been he can't lead a team to a Champions League by himself. Now that Messi comes back, because remember, he won the Champions League with Messi and Suarez. So if Messi comes back and PSG go win the Champions League, although I personally would give credit to Neymar because I think Neymar's actually been doing a better job than what people are giving him credit for, he's still going to get that thing of, you can't win it without Messi. Like how Pep says, you can't win it without Messi either. So that's the one thing I'd be a bit worried about for him.
Yeah, I get that. It seems like Neymar's really pushing for it. Maybe Neymar's realized the error of his ways. You know, I don't need to be the main man. Let me just get the man back and push me over that line. Listen, go and enjoy your holiday, mate. Top man. Thank you very much indeed.
I do think it's a different dynamic though, because he joined Messi's Barcelona. Now Messi's joining his PSG. He's the number 10. He's in the prime right now. But yeah, I think people will still say, yeah, you couldn't win it without him though. He probably don't care. He just wants another Champions League.
Yeah, exactly. There's a comment here from Martin. He says, so Ollie tax means you don't have expectations of winning anything. Cool. No, again, that's not what I said. But we shouldn't be considered favourites in front of a squad that's considered better and a manager that's better. It's like thinking, okay, well, you're the 5th fastest runner on the track, but you should be beating Usain Bolt. If you're the 5th fastest, you're 5th favourite. Like, it's about how good you think Man United are compared to their opponents. And if you think Man United are equally as good in all those areas, or good enough across enough metrics to be favourites, then call them favourites. But what you can't do, and about any team, is say, you can't come out and say, Tuchel's overrated, the Chelsea squad was lucky to win the Champions League, but you should be winning the Premier League this year. Those two statements are moronic when you put them together. It doesn't make any sense. It's either they're good enough to win the league because they've got a good manager and a very good team, or they're not. Those two things you can't have the banter and the expectations at the same time. You have to make your decision. KC says Poch is a disgraceful Espanyol level manager. They will not win the Champions League until they sign a winner like Zidane, who can become the greatest football icon, is what KC believes they are. He says here, Man United have the best squad and manager in the Premier League. Glory, man. Well, at least you said it, Rob. At least you said it there, my friend. Ollie Tax suits rivals when he's then he wins, he overperforms. Yeah, exactly. Last year he comes second, he outperformed his managerial XG or whatever kind of excuse they're going to come up with this time. Next on the show, we're going to Ray, who says Messi is bad for business. What are you saying, mate?
I think the fact that Messi's left Barcelona is good for Barcelona, even though no one's going to agree. But when Messi was at Barcelona, it was all Messi. Now that Messi's leaving, all the youth players at Barcelona could flourish. PSG is a retirement home. Messi is going there to retire. I could see Neymar continuing to dive like he usually does. I could see Mbappe moving to the Premier League. In the Ronaldo versus Messi debate, now as it stands, it's Ronaldo because he's done England, Italy, and Spain. Messi has only done Spain to now.
Interesting point. So listen, Ray, thank you for calling in, mate, and having your say. Viewers, do you agree with Ray? I mean, retirement home. I mean, Hakimi and Donnarumma are a little bit young to retire, but Mbappe young to retire. The one thing you said earlier, I think, Nick's around this may be convincing Mbappe to stay, but I think what's more so maybe convincing him to stay is La Liga's fucked. It's La Liga being in trouble, which is going to be the game changer. But by the way, if La Liga is effed, we all know where Haaland's going. There's only one place left to go. If Barca and Real Madrid can't sign Haaland, can't afford him, there's only one place left for him. I love this game. I love this game. Next on the show, we're getting Abdul on. Abdul's a Spurs fan. Give me your thoughts. You're on mute, my brother.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I'm kind of surprised that like the Spanish board or the Spanish league is kind of putting their foot down on the Barca ruling, because obviously Barca they want it to be a little bit more lenient of trying to fit Messi, and then I hope that like their viewership numbers like drops by half, because like you have Messi coming to the ending of his career. You're probably gonna have Messi for like the next 3 years max. You got to do what you got to do to try and keep him in the league, man. That's because that day will come by when Messi will retire, and then you're gonna see how the numbers will fall, and then life after Messi can then happen, But when you have Messi, firing on all cylinders, when you have Messi competing at this high level, I mean, you have to keep him in the league, man. You see, he brings too much value to the league, and I just hope that now with Messi leaving, or if he does leave, if he does go to PSG. I hope their viewership numbers does decrease, and I hope it is a lot lower than what they expected. Because, like for me, for example, I only watch Barcelona simply for Lionel Messi. I'm gonna be real, Even though I'm a Spurs fan, whatever, Messi is my favorite player. Like, I've been pretty much following him for his whole career, and it's like, as soon as Messi touches the ball, I'm getting up from my seat, like and as soon as he passes, I sit back down. But it's like that's the type of attention that he brings, and I'm really if he does go to PSG, I'm willing to see because Neymar has changed up his game. Neymar is not the same player he was back in Barcelona. Like, Neymar is a lot more of a creator now, a lot more of a playmaker.
Yeah. In terms of the expectations of PSG, what you saying there for Poch he must win every trophy next year for that to be considered success. I mean, the domestic stuff's a prerequisite. He has to win the Champions League, doesn't he? It's
basically Champions League or bust. Like, for Pochettino before, I am a Spurs fan, and then him being in Spurs, he kind of always had that excuse of like the Daniel Levy would not let him win a trophy, and the team itself is not as ambitious. But now you're going to PSG, like they have a combined champion. They have 12 Champions League winners on that team. I mean, you have Sergio Ramos that has 5, and then you have Messi that has 3 or 4 or whatever.
Yeah. He's definitely
winners.
Yeah, he's definitely got to do it, mate. You're absolutely spot on there, Abs. Listen, mate, top man. Thanks for coming on the show and having your say. Speak to you again soon. Thank you. By the way, if net spend is only at 40 million, then they can definitely afford Kane, can't they? Just saying.
What did you think? What did you think of his statement? Was it a bit of PR?
I will not bring myself to read a load of old shit. Anyone who's read Harry Kane's statement, shame on you. He didn't write it. Do you know what I mean? Was it in crayon? No, I'm joking. He didn't write it. His PR team did. He still wants to leave. I bet you it was sort of like I bet it was along the lines of misunderstandings. I don't want to respect the fans. I love this club. I'll be back fighting soon. Was it something like that?
Something like that.
Because they all say the same shit. This was like Lukaku every day. I ain't leaving. Yes, you were. You know what I mean? I love as well how the media tried to spin it the last few days around, Lukaku was 100% dedicated to staying at Inter Milan. No, you're the same journalist that sat on shows and podcasts talking about how he's been offered deals, been chatting to Chelsea. Why is he even chatting? Do you know what I mean? If my missus is 100% dedicated to me, she ain't texting another man. She's not doing that. She's blocking the number. Listen, gentlemen, young gentlemen and young ladies, if your other half is oh, no, I ain't doing nothing, I'm just texting, that is cheating still. If the texts are suggestive, or that phone, anyone who puts their phone face down on a table, cheat, dump them, get rid of them now.
Stay woke, young men. Stay woke, young men.
And ladies, because a lot of bad men out
there. Stay woke, young men. These women cannot be trusted. Just smile. Smile, Jessica.
Language of the Slaves here says Haaland to Bayern Munich, Lewandowski replacement could do it. I just get a feeling he wants a league again that everyone's watching, and there's only one. Maybe, but like next summer there's only one league in the world everyone's watching, and it's just the Prem, just the Prem. There we go. Let's have a look here. Don't speak too soon, Terry. Haaland literally plays at Bayern Munich's favorite supermarket. That's true. Like, it is true. It is true. Next caller. We're gonna go to young Samuel is here. Why are you not on camera, young Samuel? I hate when like my normal panelists are not got their cameras on it, but I don't know why. It just bothers me. It just bothers me. Samuel's here. What are you saying, young man?
Well, I think this window from PSG is, I think, the greatest window in the history of club football. Because the amount of deals they've got undone, I mean, I look here right now, generally Donnarumma on a free transfer, Achraf Hakimi for 80 million euros, Sergio Ramos on a free, Lionel Messi on a free. Listen, sometimes we've criticized PSG for not being wise on the money, signing, I could say Javier Pastore, I think a couple of years ago, 40 million euros from AS Roma. I know Di Maria, but 60 mil, 50 mil for Di Maria around there. Was it worth the investment? We still don't know. But listen, there's no excuses from Pochettino now. This man has to win the Champions League. And I saw Neeks' tweet earlier. We said if he doesn't win the Champions League, this man should be banned from getting any other job in football for life. He needs to go to jail. Because this is like the Harlem Globetrotters of football. This is the team, literally. If you have to go to A to B, you would select all these players.
Just want to interject really quickly again. There's more and more reports now coming out of Barcelona that Sergio Aguero's legal team are actively looking to cancel the contract and leave. Aguero, he's got it, the way this is spreading, he could become a free agent because of this news. Like, it's a madness. Barcelona. And listen, I haven't slated Liverpool. I've understood what their process was, but it looks again like Michael Edwards is doing a masterclass at Liverpool. He didn't cave in and give Saul Niguez the wages, because Saul Niguez is going to be boxed into a corner very soon. If Pogba stays at Man United, he isn't going there. PSG don't want him. Bayern Munich don't want him. Don't need him. Barcelona can't afford him. He's going to sit on the bench all year and rot at Atletico Madrid because they don't want him. He's going to have to go to Liverpool and take a pay cut. These are the domino effects because of what's happening here. It's amazing. But sorry, continue, Samuel.
I just want to interject on that as well. This, I said it, I think, another day. This is the greatest window in the history of football. I think no window comes close to the amount of talent, level of players moving in this transfer window. I know this could be a controversial take, but I think, Jerry, look at Messi's going. You look at, I know in the English transfer window, Jack Grealish going, potentially Harry Kane going this window as well. Even Jadon Sancho going to Man United. Listen, this window has been the biggest, I believe.
I'll tell you the biggest transfer window. I think it was 2016, where Pogba went to Man United for 90 million, and then I'm sure it was 2016, isn't it, where PSG dropped the money on Neymar after the Pogba.
That was next year.
Was that next year?
Yeah, 2016 was Pogba. 2017 was Neymar.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one.
It's definitely right. It's definitely exciting though. Like, it's been amazing. And listen, I need to get some verifications on that report that came out of Italy earlier. Maria Williams here says Ken said that. Ken said that because he felt he had to. So when he leaves, it doesn't look so bad. Of course, I remember when my guy Anthony Martial literally sent his agent around Europe looking for a new club. But when it was all coming out, he was talking about love and respect for the fans. I love it here. It's amazing. It's just they all say the same old drivel. It's because it's PR. It's I don't listen to any of it. I don't. Again, honestly, if I'm helping to pick a future partner for my daughter, and that sounds really old-fashioned, but I will be making decisions on this, or at least suggesting in her ear to leave him. If he sits down in my house and we're having Sunday dinner, and I say, "Oh, did you watch?" Let's just say it's in Now Times. Did you watch Poch's or Ollie's recent press conference? And he says yes, she's got to leave him. Anyone who watches press conferences, for me, is a snide. Like, why would you watch live? Like, you're watching someone say rehearse things. It isn't real. Snide. There's something wrong with you if you watch press conferences. Honestly, they're just, what's going to be said. It's the same. Every now and then they can be entertaining. If do you know when they're good? When someone snaps, or you see them because you see some truth for a moment. Other than that, it's horrible. It's really, really
I
horrible.
tell you what, Terry, the last press conference you could generally watch was Mourinho at Man United, I think a couple of years ago. Because, you know, it was like an entertainment show week in, week out. You know, the things he would say after the Tottenham game when he lost 3-0, this guy, I think that was one of the best press conferences. Free for them, free for we. I mean, literally, this guy was an
Louis van Gaal was brilliant because he didn't follow the script. But that's one of the reasons why Manchester United Football Club didn't get on with him, because he's like talking to, was it Custis, the journalist, and he was like calling him fat and telling him to enjoy the mince pies. Like, but the point is, like, the clubs don't want that. The clubs want these watered down, generic, you know, the way they all answer things, the way everything's answered now, and everything's okay. It's all okay. We can't afford this. Okay. It's just they all give the same answers. Ollie, every press conference says the same thing. It's boring. Why watch them? You don't learn anything. Dan Watson here says people were saying they can't wait to see Arsenal's Amazon documentary. Imagine how Barcelona's would look. Honestly, bruv, this year, like a rest, Barca gate, leaving. Honestly, listen, Man United are not in a great space as a football club in the last 10 years, but I wouldn't swap with them. I wouldn't swap with them. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't swap at all. I mean, I don't agree with Gal. I think that Arsenal are in a worse place, but that's another conversation for another day. He did say earlier that Arsenal are in a better position than Barcelona. Jess, what's your thoughts on that?
Are they in a better position financially? Is that what you mean, or just in general?
No, he just said a better position. He said we're not a dead club. Barca are. You can't call us dead.
Barca. I mean, Barcelona are still fighting for titles and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're in a different league. They're still in Champions League. Quality of players are better. I mean, their fall from grace, I think, is more due to their financial situation. Ours is more, we're just not competitive at all.
Not at all, no.
Yeah, so it's like, it's a different type of dead, but I would say they're both dead, but we're more dead.
You're both in a coffin. The one's in the coffin, one's in a casket. You can't get out.
There you go.
Yeah, I look at it sort of from the angle of like, they're dead, but there's more of them. You're extinct. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? No, Jake, anyone you up. Listen, hang on a minute. Aguero to sacrifice his contract for Messi to stay. Why would he do that?
No way.
He went there to play with him, brother. He went there to play with him. Viewers, do me a favor. We've posted the link in the live comment section. It's pinned in there right now. It's also in the description below. Our brand new notification group chat to stay up to date with all the streams or videos that we're uploading on the Football Terrace. Please go and follow us in there. You won't get any spam. You're literally only updated when we're going live. Please hit that like button for us now and subscribe to the Football Terrace as well. Extinct out. Yeah, no, I'm very sorry. It's a joke. Barcelona.
Oh my God.
That is great.
To be fair, Arsenal fans love Barcelona. They always have. I think it's because Messi versus Ronaldo. So it's no coincidence they go in the same direction.
Listen, no, but Nick, I'm gonna listen. I am as happy as you can be because Barcelona. Listen, they deserve this. What would this UEFA know in the year?
Because Van Persie got sent off.
No, listen, I know 06. I know I was a little baby then. 06, 11, 09, 2010. They broke my heart when I was a little kid, constantly year in, year out of the Champions League.
When you were little.
Yeah, when I was little. Ah, come on. When I was very little, Terry. When I was very little, year in, year out. Listen, Messi has scored more goals against Arsenal than some teams in La Liga.
Yeah, he has ripped them apart. Do you know what it is? Oh, I can't wait is for the day for Samuel to come on here. And we say hello to him and he speaks and we're like, your voice broke. That's the day I'm really looking forward to. That is going to be a monumental day on TFT. Listen, everyone who's tuned in, a massive thank you to each and every single one of you. Look, I know I've had a bit of a joke on tonight's stream and a bit of a laugh. It's all fun and games here at the Terrace. Thank you to all of the new subscribers today, all the brand new members of the channel as well. We've got brand new emojis for members. If you haven't seen them either, I'll give you a little sneak peek. We've got the new goats emoji. We've got the smash the like button. We've got the new flaming Terrace logo. We've got Leicester City's badge. We're going to have all the other top 6 badges as well. We've got an in the bin and we've got a top bins. The in the bin and top bins are for callers to get rid of them quicker or to keep them on longer. I've just posted them now in the comment section. If you want to use them, it costs as little as 99 pence per month to get that done. But until if you want to become a member, it's just a join on your screen. If not, go into the link on the description below and look up membership. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. Back tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon, I'm letting my hair down. I'm meeting with the whole Football Terrace crew. Well, not all of them. They haven't all come. Some of them are busy. One of them said he can't come because he's ill. What's that all about, being ill? I mean, joking. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. Love you all. See you in a bit.